Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. What? Oh man. So basically you need to move the rings from one pillar to another, but they will only move if there is no ring above them.
So, you return to us with the lightsaber in hand, as I knew you would.
The Force has served you well.
You took a great risk in acquiring the artifact. You used your mind and your power. No peaceful meditation, no pacifism. Sometimes you must fight in order to achieve. This gives you your passion. This makes you stronger. This is what makes you superior. That is the lesson we teach with that part of the final test. Do you understand? When a Jedi acts, it is with skill, true. But the Jedi teach you that your passions are counterproductive, that strength is only found in peace. Did you not feel a moment of excitement in the tomb? Did your passions not flow and make you feel stronger and more alive? What purpose would be served by restricting yourself from such? I would say only the purpose of the Jedi. Through this, they would control you and restrict your potential. True, but most would say they fight only when they must, or not at all. We are the ones who know that struggle is what makes us superior. Perhaps not to someone of your natural strength. The point is in the recognition of the nature of the act, rather than its sheer difficulty. Good. The last part of your test will now commence. Here, you will learn the lesson of competition. All life must compete in order to flourish. Such is the natural way of the universe. To stand still is to know death. One must always be moving forward. So it is the same amongst the Sith. Compete or die. Mercy is irrelevant. So it behooves you in this final test to strike down one you are familiar with, for no other reason than to prove you are superior, and without mercy. Normally, this would be against another student. You, however, get a special treat. You will fight Euthura here, my own apprentice.
What? So this is what you had planned all along? You wish me killed?
Indeed. You have become too ambitious, Euthura. It is time for you to die, and someone more talented to take your place.
No. It is time for you to die, Master. My pupil stands with me.
Oh, is this true, young one? You wish to join Euthura in her foolish scheme? You are indeed a fool if you think to oppose us both, young one.
To think that I actually hoped you could be of use to me.
This makes no sense. You will never become a Sith if you turn on us both. What could you hope to accomplish?
Betrayed. He is a spy.
Do not fret, my dear. All will be as it was quickly enough.
You will pay for this, fool. We will destroy you.
Sorry, I can't talk. The tomb on the far left, there, it's off limits. Only Master Uthar can go in.
You there! How is it that you're leaving Naga Sadow's tomb by yourself? You went in for your final test, didn't you? Where is Master Uthar? You lie. Well, you found it. If you've done anything to Master Uthar, you're going to pay for it.
But what if Master Uthar is really dead? How can we hope to stand up against someone who could kill him?
Don't be a sniveling coward. I will prove this one a spy. And if Uthar is dead, I shall become the new master.
Before the Jedi can choose. Before the Jedi can choose. That before the Jedi.
For the Republic! For the Order!
Yes.
Yes?
Yes?
Yes.
What?
Yes?
Yes.
What?
cannot render assistance.
You are one of the Sith from the Academy, yes? Would you happen to be looking for new prospects?
You are so lucky. You got accepted into the Academy, didn't you? I'm beginning to think I'm never going to make it.
If you must know, I intend to take the first ship off this rock. Why should that interest you? I trust you got whatever you wanted from the tombs. Why don't you ask her? She and I were students together at Dantooine for a time. We were close, and we shared doubts about the Jedi's ways. I left for the Sith because I thought it would be better here. It looks like Juhani changed her mind and stayed with the Jedi after all. Your doing, maybe? Anyway, I'm done with the Jedi, the Sith, and with her. Just leave me alone. Then...
Nice to see you again. Hold on to that hawk. It'll do well by you.
One of Korriban's primary you're a Sith, right? Excuse me. One of Korriban's primary trade routes went through Terrace.
Greetings. You wouldn't happen to be looking for a prospect for the Academy, would you?
You're a Sith, right?
One of Korriban's primary...
You're so lucky. You got accepted into the Academy, didn't you?
Well, this is a Sith colony. They're the law here. I'm here only to protect Zerka's interests.
Greetings. If you haven't heard, there's some trouble over at the Academy. A power struggle, most likely. But news is sketchy, so... Anything Zerka can do for you? Do... I suppose you've heard about the destruction of Taurus, yes? Awful business, that. Zerka lost a fortune there. Not that the Sith care. Do come... I understand you're receiving training at the monastery, citizen. Congratulations. Do... I understand you're receiving...
You're a Sith, right? Excuse me. Don't go near that Sith place. They won't let you in, and then Sith will probably shoot you before they look at you.
Oh, entertainment can be found at the local cantina, provided by Zerka, of course.
Still around the starport, I see. Heading off soon.
Yeah, what do you want? This thing with... Is there... You... Got something on your mind?
How may I be of assistance to... Of course. If there is anything else, I am here to help.
How can I help? Then I suggest we move...
Okay, now let's go get the final star map.
What happened? What's going on?
Sith interdictor ship. They must have been waiting for us on the hyperspace route. We're caught in their tractor beam.
Do you recognize the ship?
It's the Leviathan. Saul Kareth's vessel. My old mentor. Admiral Kareth taught me everything I know about being a soldier. He was a legend in the Republic fleet, and a hero to me until he betrayed us. When the Sith attacked my homeworld, the Leviathan, which is Saul Kareth's flagship, was at the head of the fleet. My family was destroyed that day, and my wife died in the Sith bombardment. I'm not gonna do anything stupid. I mean, I won't throw our lives away in some mad quest for vengeance, but if I get a chance to kill Saul during our escape, nobody better get in my way.
Talk of an escape is somewhat premature, don't you think? We don't even have a plan to get out of this mess yet.
I'll admit, it won't be easy. Saul's no fool, and he won't underestimate us either. You can count on plenty of guards watching every move we make.
Maybe Admiral Kareth doesn't know how many of us there are on board. We all have special talents. Talents we could exploit so that one of us could stage a rescue. We just have to figure out who has the best chance to avoid capture so they can come and rescue us later. It's a long shot, but it's our only hope. The Admiral will be watching the three of us far too closely for any plot involving you, me, or Karth to succeed. It's going to be up to one of the others to get us out of this.
Well, if we're gonna pick someone to save our skins, we better do it quick. In another minute, we're gonna have Sith troops marching up our loading ramp.
Maybe I can goad the guards into making a mistake. If I get them mad enough, they might put me in a separate cell to punish me. With them focusing so much on you three, I might be able to sneak out of my cell and come rescue the rest of you. It's a risk we have to take, Big Z. I can slice my way free of any security cell. Don't worry, I can pull this off. The decision is yours. You're in charge. But I know I can do this if you give me a chance.
Well, the droid's right. If we disable him, the Sith will probably wipe his memory chips and take him to the junk pile. But if we can rig a backup memory chip with a timer, when it kicks in, the little fellow will be reactivated and he can come find us. Well, that's a risk we might have to take, unless you can come up with a better plan to get us out of this.
I don't think I could use my force powers to convince a whole squadron of troopers to let me go free, but maybe I can use it to get them to take me to a separate cell. They'll probably only leave a single guard to watch over an old man like me. I could use the force to convince the guard to set me free. Then I could free the rest of you. I've learned a few things in my time, kid. Don't underestimate the force, for one. But it's your call. If you want to try a different plan, go ahead.
You could give me a shot to delay my healing mods from kicking in. A small incendiary grenade will leave burn marks that look like I was injured while making repairs to the ship. Make my wounds bad enough, and the Sith will drag me off to the morgue or the medical facility to die. When my healing mods kick in, I'll come back and save the rest of you. I'm the best chance we've got, and everyone knows it. But you're the boss, so I'll bow to your authority. I still think it's best, unless you've come up with another plan.
You speak the truth. I alone of all the group might be able to remain hidden if the Sith search the ship. I could wait until the guards have completed their search, then come to rescue you.
Hold on, they're dragging us into the docking bridge.
Bastila, Karth, and the crew have been taken prisoner prisoner as you ordered, Commander.
Excellent. Have you searched the ship thoroughly? Admiral Kareth warned me to be on alert for any kind of treachery.
We searched the ship from top to bottom. Somebody would have had to be invisible for us not to find them in there.
Well done. Return to your posts and I'll tell the Admiral of this.
Karth, it has been far too long since we last spoke. I see the recent months have not been kind in your case. I barely recognized you.
But I recognize you, Saul. I see your face every night, even as I promise myself I will kill you for what you did to my homeworld.
Did you learn nothing in your time under me? As a soldier, you should understand that casualties were unavoidable. This was an act of war.
It was a cowardly act of betrayal. Your fleet bombed a civilian target into oblivion without warning or provocation, and the blood of those innocent people is on your hands.
In war, even the innocent must die. The Sith would not accept me until I proved I had truly turned my back on the Republic by bombing the planet.
My wife died in that attack, Saul. And for that, I swear I'll kill you.
You used to be a man of action, not of empty words. Cling to your lust for revenge if you must, but spare me your tired threats. I've heard them all before. You're an insignificant part of these events anyway. Lord Malak is far more interested in your Jedi companions. He has great plans for them.
We will never serve Malak or the dark side. The Sith will be destroyed, Admiral Kareth, as will you if you don't turn away from this path.
Your words are brave, Bastila, but the lure of the dark side is hard to resist. Or so I've been told. I wonder if your companion is as devoted to the light as you are. You're defiant. I'm certain Malak will find your loyalty to the Jedi amusing. The Dark Lord would probably reward me if I just killed you once and for all, but he may want to question you given the trouble you've caused him, and the history between you. You mean... Oh, this can't be true, can it? You really don't know what's going on here, do you? Well, I won't be the one to deprive Malak of the pleasure of telling you himself. The Dark Lord will no doubt torture you for information and for his own twisted pleasure. Eventually, you will tell him everything. The Sith can be very persuasive. However, Lord Malak is in another sector. It may be some time before he arrives, so I suppose I will have to fill in for him until then. Activate the torture fields. Enough. I don't want them to pass out before I question them. Malak will appreciate any information I can give him when he arrives.
Don't waste your breath, Saul. We won't answer any of your questions.
I'm sure you won't. However, we both know your friend's loyalties have proven in the past to be somewhat flexible. It is time to put your loyalty to the test. I doubt torturing you will gain me your true cooperation. Your will is too strong to be broken that way. However, even the strongest of heroes has trouble watching those they care about suffering. The interrogation will begin now. Each time you refuse to answer or give me a false answer, Bastila will suffer.
My pain is meaningless. Tell him nothing.
I tire of these games. Now I want answers. On what planet is the Jedi Academy at which you were trained? Alderaan is nothing but a planet of artisans and philosophers. There is no training academy there. You must think this is a game. Very well, this is the price of your resistance. Enough! You see what happens when you try to defy me. This first question was a test. Obviously, Malak knew the Academy was on Dantooine, and it has since been destroyed by our fleet. Dantooine is an empty graveyard now. Nothing is there but a smoking ruin and the charred remains of your former masters. It doesn't matter whether you believe me or not. The fact remains that the Jedi on Dantooine have been eradicated, along with any hope of someone coming to rescue you. Now, tell me your mission. How were the Jedi planning on using you to stop Lord Malak and our Sith Armada?
Why? Why are you telling him this?
You should be grateful, Bastila. He is sparing you agony beyond comprehension.
Words that betray the Jedi Order bring me more pain than any torture ever could.
Tell me, how did you find out about the Starforge?
No! How could you betray the Jedi like this?
I find your willingness to cooperate pleasing, though it seems your answers are quite upsetting to Bastila.
Not to worry. We are almost finished here. The information you have given me has been most useful, but I fear our session is over. Lord Malak will want to continue with this line of questioning himself. I will leave you here in your cell with a small taste of the horrors you will suffer when Lord Malak arrives.
Don't try to move too quickly. You might not be fully recovered yet. Admiral Kareth had his guards continue to torture you even after you passed out.
They tortured all of us, though you got the worst of it by far. Saul wanted them to make us suffer. He's become some sort of sadistic monster.
The dark side has perverted him, Karth. Once you start down the tainted path, it leads you ever further into the depths of evil. I fear he is forever lost. Yes, I suppose you're correct. Sometimes it's easy to lose sight of that hope in the face of such unbridled cruelty. But you speak the truth. I suppose I'm taking the news of Dantooine's destruction quite hard. First Taurus, now the Academy. Is there no end to the killing? I'd like to believe that Saul was lying to us. But even as he said the words, I knew they were true. The Academy is gone. We should have felt a disturbance in the Force when the attack came. The fact that we did not is a bad sign. I fear the dark side is growing stronger, casting shadows our vision cannot pierce. I can only hope that some of the Jedi escaped. Rook, Vendar, Zar. I cannot imagine all of them being gone. In any case, we've lost our one place of refuge in the galaxy.
None of this will matter if we don't get out of this prison before Saul gets back. Saul mentioned that Lord Malak was on his way. I think the Admiral left to prepare for his arrival and to report the results of our interrogation.
I only wish you'd been able to resist the Admiral's questioning. I hope the information you revealed does not bring the entire galaxy under the dominion of the Sith. I appreciate your feelings for me, but you can't let your feelings override your judgment. Remember the Jedi Code. There is no emotion. There is peace. Your efforts were well-intentioned, but poorly thought out. Saul tortured us all anyway. There is too much at stake to let reckless passion rule our actions.
Don't be so hard on yourself. I've known the Admiral a long time. I could see that he already knew the answers to the questions he was asking. The interrogation was a sham. Saul was toying with us. He didn't care what we told him. I think it was just an excuse to torture us before Malak arrived.
Did you feel that? A disturbance in the Force. The Admiral has sent his message. The Dark Lord knows we're here now. Malak is coming.
Well, then we better hope Juhani busts us out of here before he arrives.
I shall not be seen.
For the Order!
Ciao baso, Gino Molirani Bubo Tong hitwama ag iinko tune Otong hitwama agi Giskadosoki Kopa bono nakachu Labora na winki smaktoma Just scrunky to pat slimo. Chi ita kanki chana kilikon. Nekava dubaka. Patisa. Kon muli slimo poi. Ichuta. Yun patisa. Kingba nikchalo. Smilya. Tingkuin ko ka. Patoga chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muli ra. Smilya! Tingkuin ko ka, patoga yak fuli ko. Tingkuin ko ka, kingba ni chalora kun. Tung abashun ni chunchi. Tanghi mamaji aki inko tun. Kachopa bogra shanko tachi cha. Chawa wiskun. Achua penki, yun patisa. Tichuba jikunka naga. Kingbu mwa muli radwana. Kingba ni chalora kun. Chiwa aita kan ki jiyokaku. Uba baska dwana chichopa muska. Kakinja nawabaga on. Kava yun patisa. Chiwa aita kan ki. Tomaso. Gino molirani bubo, tong kingba, no kuneksa, tong hitwama ag inko tune. O tong hitwama ji aki inko, jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winky smack to.
I will be your doom! Ha! You will!
Now this mission, or ship, or whatever you call it, is the whole reason why I prepared this lady so much. With Jedi robe, lightsabers, and skills.
Well done, Juhani. In freeing us from the cell, you have proven yourself truly worthy of the title of Jedi.
Now, if I remember the layout of the ship, our equipment should be in a storage chamber just through the north doors. After we grab our stuff, we need to get to the main bridge controls. The bridge is the only place that we can open the docking gates of the hangar where they've got the Ebon Hawk. We have to open those gates before we can fly out of here.
We better get moving. I can feel the darkness of Malak's presence approaching, and I don't want to be here when he arrives. None of us is a match for the Sith Lord. Then you are a fool. The power of the Dark Lord is strong enough to destroy any of us, even you. It would be suicide to face Malak here. We need to get away before he arrives. Surprise and secrecy will serve us best. A small group might have a better chance of sneaking onto the bridge undetected while the others make their way down to the Ebon Hawk.
Count me in, then. I've got a score to settle with the Admiral before we get off this ship. And I have a feeling I'm gonna find him on the Leviathan's bridge.
That's a good idea. The others can get to the Ebon Hawk on their own, but Karth and I might need your help. The three of us will get our equipment and make our way to the bridge. The rest of you head down to the docking hangar where they've got the Ebon Hawk. You'll have to find a way to deal with the guards.
Don't you worry about that. I know how to deal with the guards. They won't know what hit them.
We'll meet you there as soon as we get those docking bay doors open. Just make sure the Hawk is ready to fly when we get there. And may the Force be with you.
Uh-huh.
Yes?
Yes?
This is Canderous. We're at the Ebon Hawk. Like we figured, it's under heavy guard. But don't worry, we'll figure out a plan to take care of them.
The Force fights with me!
How'd you like that?
There, take that. I'm here.
What? Yes?
Go!
You cannot win. Yes?
Ready? What?
Yes?
Ready? You asked for this! How'd you like that?
There.
How'd you like that?
What can I do?
Uh-huh. What?
Very resourceful. I assume you had some part in this. You learned your lessons well from me.
The only thing you taught me was betrayal and death, Saul.
Don't be a fool. I'm giving you and your companions a chance to surrender, a chance to live. Darth Malak himself is on his way. He'll be arriving any moment.
He speaks the truth, Karth. I can feel the Dark Lord's presence approaching.
Malak will destroy you. But if you throw down your weapons now, I will ask my master to be merciful.
I've seen enough of Sith mercy.
You always did like to do things the hard way. Lord Malak would have preferred live prisoners, but corpses will have to do.
Yes? Let's make this quick.
You asked for this!
Karth.
The Admiral. He's still alive.
It's time to finish this. Don't you understand what this man has done to my life? Do you know the pain he's brought me?
Killing him won't ease the pain, Karth. Do not become what you despise.
Karth. Must tell you something. Come closer. You didn't know, did you? Remember my dying words. Remember them whenever you look at those you thought were your friends.
It can't be true, can it? No, it can't. Damn you, Saul. Damn you. Bastille, it is true, isn't it? And you knew. You and the whole damn Jedi Council, you knew the whole time.
Karth is not what you think. We had no other choice. Please, you don't understand.
So make me understand.
Not here, Karth. Please, there's no time. Malak is coming. This isn't the place. Please, Karth, I'm asking you to trust me for just a little while longer.
Look, I'll trust you, Bastille, but as soon as we're off this ship, I expect some answers.
Of course, Karth. As soon as we get to the Ebon Hawk, I'll explain everything. To both of you, I promise. What can I do?
Yes?
Let's go!
It's Canderous. We took care of the guards. We're inside the Ebon Hawk and all systems are go. As soon as you guys join us, we can get out of here.
How'd you like that? Time to rumble! What?
What can I do?
Yes?
Let's go!
The Force... Let's make this quick.
How'd you like that?
The Force fights with me!
Darth Malak.
Down you go!
I hope you weren't thinking of leaving so soon, Bastila. I've spent far too much energy hunting down you and your companions to let you get away from me now. Besides, I had to see for myself if it was true. Even now, I can hardly believe my eyes. Tell me, why did the Jedi spare you? Is it vengeance you seek at this reunion? What? You mean you don't know? All this time and you still haven't figured it out? I wonder how long you would have stayed blind to the truth. Surely some of what you once were must have surfaced by now. Even the combined power of the Jedi Council couldn't keep your true identity buried forever, could it?
The Jedi do not believe in killing their prisoners. No one deserves execution, no matter what their crimes.
The Council would not normally accept an adult for training, but this is a special case.
They say the Force can do terrible things to a mind. It can wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity.
Tatooine. Kashyyyk. Manaan. Korriban. Revan visited each of these worlds searching for clues to reveal the hidden location of the Starforge.
The lure of the dark side is difficult to resist. I fear this quest to find the Starforge could lead you down an all too familiar path.
What greater weapon is there than to turn an enemy to your cause, to use their own knowledge against them?
You cannot hide from what you once were, Revan. Recognize that you were once the Dark Lord, and know that I have taken your place. You do not yet remember, Revan? The Jedi set a trap. They lured us into battle against a small Republic fleet. During the attack, a team of Jedi Knights boarded your ship. The Jedi strike team captured you, and the Council used the Force to reprogram your mind. They wiped away your identity and turned you against your own followers. I helped them, Revan. I always knew that one day the title of Dark Lord would be mine. When the Jedi strike team boarded your vessel, I saw my day had come. I ordered my own ships to fire on your bridge. I thought I could destroy all my enemies with a single glorious victory. I never dreamed the Jedi would take you alive from the wreckage. The Jedi are fools. They do not believe in executing prisoners. Originally, I assumed you had died in the battle. Imagine my surprise when I found out you were still alive, Revan. You mean why did I betray you, Revan? You are the one who taught me the ways of the Sith. The strongest must rule if we are to survive. You knew I would one day challenge you for supremacy, but you underestimated me. I acted sooner than you expected and seized the Sith throne with a single brilliant stroke.
It's true. I was part of the team sent to capture Revan, to capture you. When Malak fired on the ship, you were badly injured. We thought you were dead. Your mind was destroyed, but I used the Force to preserve the flicker of life in your body. I brought you to the Jedi Council. They were the ones who healed your damaged mind.
The Jedi Council didn't restore your wounded mind, Revan. They merely programmed it with a new identity, one loyal to the Republic. They tried to make you their slave.
We couldn't simply restore your true identity. Revan was too dangerous. But locked inside your mind was information the Republic needed, the secrets of the Starforge. The Council created an identity for you, a soldier under my command. Your subconscious memories were supposed to lead me to the Starforge. There was no other way to get the information.
They made you their puppet, Revan, and Bastila was the handler pulling your strings.
When I used my Force powers to keep you alive on that bridge, it created our bond. I convinced the Council that I could use that bond to draw out your memories and lead us to the Starforge.
Tell the truth, Bastila. You wanted to taste the dark side for yourself. You knew the only way the Council would permit you to explore the Sith's power was through Revan's lost memories.
No. I wanted to help you, Revan. I thought this mission would redeem you, that it would atone for your past crimes. How else could you be saved? You had to be healed so I could try and draw out the secrets of the Starforge. It was our only hope of stopping the Sith. It was a risk the Council chose to take.
Forgiveness, Revan. You are weak. I was right to betray you. You are not fit to rule the Sith. A small part of me has always regretted betraying you from afar. I always knew there were some who would think I acted out of fear, that I did not want to face you. But now fate has given me a second chance to prove myself. Once I defeat you in combat, no one will question my claim to the Sith throne. My triumph will be complete. The Jedi Council were foolish to let you live. I won't make the same mistake. We shall finish this alone in the ancient Sith tradition. Master versus apprentice, as it was meant to be.
This isn't over, Malak.
Your friends do not give up easily, Revan. You always could inspire loyalty. But even the three of you together cannot stand against my power.
For the Jedi! I'll hold Malak off. You two get out of here. Find the Star Forge.
No, Bastila, he's too strong. No! The door's sealed. We can't get past. Come on, we have to get to the Ebon Hawk. Bastila doesn't stand a chance against Malak, but we can't help her. Not here. We have to get off the ship and find the Star Forge. That's the key to beating the Dark Lord. Bastila sacrificed herself so we could get away. We can't let her sacrifice be in vain. Come on! Incoming fighters!
Where is Bastila? What happened on that ship?
We ran into Malak. He would have killed us, but Bastila sacrificed herself so we could get away.
You mean she's dead?
Ah, Malak won't kill her. Don't be foolish. He'll want to use her battle meditation against the Republic. Turn her to the dark side, and the Sith will always be victorious.
Not so fast. We've got a bigger issue to deal with here. They deserve to know the truth about you. Do you want to tell them what Malak said, or should I?
Revan? What are you talking about? Is this some kind of a joke?
No, it's no joke. The Jedi Council captured Revan and erased the Dark Lord's mind, programming in a new identity. Saul Kareth told me on the Leviathan, and Bastila confirmed it.
You're Darth Revan? This is big. Do you remember anything about being the Dark Lord? Just a few flashes. That's it. Nothing more? Then I don't think there's a problem. It seems to me that if you don't really remember anything about being Revan, then it doesn't really matter anymore. You are who you are now, right?
Of course it still matters. How do we know more memories won't come flooding back? How do we know Revan won't suddenly turn on us? The whole time we've been chasing after Malak, we've had his old Sith master right at our side, listening to our secrets, hearing our plans.
Hey, You've got nothing to be sorry about. You didn't ask for this. Besides, I know you. You're not Revan anymore. Whatever you used to be, you're one of us now. Big Z and I will stick by you. We owe you our lives. We won't desert you now.
How can you say that, Mission? The Sith bombed my homeworld, Revan took away my family, and destroyed my life.
Everyone knows it was Malak who gave the order to attack your people, Karth. You can't blame Revan for that.
I suppose you've proven yourself to be a friend of the Republic by your actions so far, Revan. But can I trust you? Can any of us?
What about me? I already knew who you were, though it wasn't my place to tell you. Better off that you know, if you ask me. Does it change anything? I'm not here to judge you. You'll do what you have to do, and I'll help if I can.
You defeated the Mandalore clans in the war, Revan. You were the only one in the galaxy who could best us. We had never met one like you before, and never since. How can you even ask if I'll follow you? Whatever you're fighting, it will be worthy of my skill. I'm your man until the end, Revan. No matter how this plays out.
Commentary. I am experiencing something unusual, Master. Answer. My programming is activating my deleted memory core. I believe I have a homing system that is restoring it, Master. Observation. My homing system is a function of my assassination protocols, that which I told you had been deactivated. This system was not. It seems that the homing system deliberately restores my deleted memory core upon returning to my original master. Affirmation. Correct, Master. Sith protocols maintain that all droid knowledge be deleted before assassination missions and restored upon return. I have returned to you, and my full functionality is now under your personal command. It is a distinct pleasure to see you again, Master. Observation. Indeed, I do hope we shall have the chance to engage in combat together again soon, Master.
Wow. What are the chances of that happening?
Remember, we're talking about the Force here. At this point, Malak himself could drop out of the sky and I wouldn't bat an eyelash.
Good point. I knew the little guy would come through for you. Droids don't hold grudges.
Well, the others seem to trust you, and I don't see any other way that we can stop the Sith. And I suppose that Malak is the real enemy here. I really don't have any other choice, do I?
Dude, I saved your son. What the hell do you want more than that?
I want to believe you. You've proven yourself time and time again during our mission, but this is a little much for me to wrap my mind around. This must be even more of a shock to you. I don't know how you even keep going. I guess we both just have to find a way to push forward. Don't worry. I won't let my personal feelings get in the way of my assignments or this mission. But don't forget, I've sworn an oath to defend the Republic. As long as this mission stays on course, I'll stick with you. But I won't let you betray the Republic under any circumstances. So I guess that's it then. We keep going. We've still got one more star map to uncover if we're gonna find that Starforge and save Bastila, so let's do it before it's too late. Yes, what's on your mind? If you're ready to talk, then yes, so am I. I can't hate you. I tried. I wanted to hold you responsible for all the things you've done for my wife, for Telos, for Dustil. But I can't. I got the revenge I always wanted when Saul died, but it hasn't brought me the peace that I thought it would. Despite whatever part of Revan is inside you, the darkness that must surely be there, it isn't who you are. That's why I can't hate you, why I don't want any more revenge. You don't have to be Revan. You can be so much more. Whatever the Jedi did to you, they gave you that chance. Whatever's happened up until this point, there's going to come a time very soon where you're going to have to make a choice, and there won't be any turning back. Well, then I hope I can save you from yourself.
Got something on your mind, do you? Oh, I get it.
Yeah, what do you want? Working for Davik was like driving a spike through the side of your head. Sure, you got something new in there, but in the end, you've lost something as well. Beating up people who wouldn't or couldn't pay, strong-arming his competitors, killing who he said. It was busy work, nothing decent. Assassin, mercenary, those are names people give guys like me who do the killing to make us seem better or worse in their eyes. I've killed many people. I can't say I'm proud of it, but I have. Criminals, competitors, businessmen, police, women, children. Jedi were a better challenge, but they hardly ever poked around in the Undercity. Until you came along. But I never wanted to challenge you. Never felt the need. Maybe I knew I couldn't win. Just like all those years ago. Yeah, probably. You probably would have beaten me again. Maybe you would have. But you're not who you were back then. I can tell. You've changed. And maybe I have to. I remember a time when I could do anything I wanted. Kill, maim, murder. It was all the same to me. But now that I am older, I can look back and regret. In a Mandalorian. I'm not even sure what that is anymore. The Mandalorian are gone, defeated by the Republic and swept away by time. I look back and regret all the chances I had as a warrior, and then all the chances I've had since then. I shouldn't be getting like this. Not when so many other things are happening, but it feels like something has changed inside and I don't know what it is. This is unbecoming a warrior. Let's get on with everything before I start getting sentimental or something. Is there something else you want to know? Your choice.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master. Commentary. That is unnecessary now, Master. I have been returned to you and my memory core is now fully functional. Statement. My functionality has now been fully restored, Master. I exist to serve Revan as your personal battle droid. In time, my assassination protocol can be restored, and at that point I will once again endeavor to eliminate any meatbag opposition you may have. Statement. Statement. Yes, Master. You created me shortly after you and your apprentice began your war to conquer the galaxy. I was sent on an assassination mission into Mandalorian space, but I was damaged and unable to return to you. Exclamation. I find this most distressing. I could certainly have protected you from the Jedi and your pupil's betrayal had I returned. Statement. Of course, Master. You are the one who created me, meatbag or no, and while you may not be all you once were, I am grateful for my existence. Observation. You are different in many fundamental ways, Master. You have a concern for life that is unsettling. This cannot solely be caused by memory loss. I do not know how to explain it. Regardless, you do seem to be improved overall from the human I once knew. Answer. No, Master. You never did make me privy to any of the Starforge's secrets. Commentary. Your former pupil is efficient and brutal, even for an organic. I rather liked him when you first introduced me to him. If I had known what he would do to you, Master, I would have gladly removed his entrails right then. Answer. It was you who programmed me thus, Master. Your pupil once asked me what I thought of him, and I informed him of his meatbag status. He was unimpressed, but you found the reference humorous. You changed my programming so that I would continue to use the term. It drove your pupil to extreme lengths of frustration. Observation. Of course you do, Master. You did then as well. Commentary. Your former if I... As you desire, Master. Signing off.
How can you possibly be Raven? I knew when I heard that you had become the Dark Lord of the Sith that something was wrong with it. The man who saved me could never go completely to the dark side. It is good to know that you have truly changed. It gives me hope. I do not think now that I will fall to the dark side. I only have to look at you and follow by your example, and there is no way I can fail. I am sorry. I did not realize. I will endeavor to be more considerate in the future. I will never forget what you did for me, even if you do not remember it. How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan? What is it you would like to speak to me about? There is little to tell. Dak and I were both Padawans. We joined the Order at the same time. He was a kind man, but frustrated. He felt the Jedi were too controlling, too limiting, more so than I did. When he decided to leave the Order, he asked me to come with him. He said he loved me. No, I didn't. I enjoyed his company as a friend, but nothing further. I had no idea he felt as he did. He was angry at my refusal. I assumed that he would get over the hurt in time. I suppose such feelings can fester and darken, and they never go away. He reminds me of what I was when you found me in the grove. I feel sorry for him, but he has chosen his path, hasn't he? If I thought he would accept an offer of help, I would give it. Let us just move on, please. How may I be... What is it you would like? Of course.
Hey there, what can I do for you? It seems to me that if you don't really remember anything about being Revan, then it doesn't really matter anymore. You are who you are now, right? I don't see the Sith Lord standing here. I see a friend who's been with us through thick and thin. Remember, Malik's the one who tried to destroy Terrace. Hey there. Sorry, I don't have one handy right now. Besides, we've got plenty of security spikes already. Not much point in overloading on them, is there?
How may I be a... What is it you... Of course...
Got something.
Okay, now let's go get the final star map.
Here we are again. I can manipulate it for a few...
Life forms detected. Determining parameters. Initiating neural recognition.
Yes, there's the thing. Obstinate machine. I've no doubt it holds what you seek, but good luck getting it operational.
Primary neural recognition complete. Preliminary match found.
Match found? What the... It always muttered something about rejected patterns for me.
Begin socialized interface. Neural scan indicates positive identification of subject Revan. No further testing of the subject is required. I will brief you as programmed. You are Lord Revan. I am waiting for your request to begin transfer of the star map. Neural scans have matched you to the pattern in memory. There is no possibility of error. You are Revan and are aware of it.
Now, if you don't know that you're Revan, this computer will ask you a couple of questions, but it will not tell you that you are Revan. It's not gonna spoil it to you. It's just gonna ask you a few questions and you're gonna get the star map anyway.
Behavioral modification would have reinforced the proper mental patterns, as per your instructions programmed 5 years ago. I have a star map in original system memory. Access had been restricted pending your return. Error. Data regarding author of the star map is corrupted. You need only ask. It was you that put the restrictions in place. Original system memory is at your disposal. Error. Data regarding... Error. Corruption. Extrapolating. This utility was built to monitor planet-wide agricultural reformation. It has since malfunctioned. It can be theorized that the supergrowth of Kashyk's forests is a direct result.
Well, that is surprising. I doubt any Wookiee would support such a claim. The forest is millennia old.
Malfunction occurred 241 years after last builder communication. Last builder communication, 29,642 years before current Republic standard. Error. Information regarding the builders of this installation has been corrupted. No evidence of such a civilization exists in the galactic record. Agricultural record indicates this planet was incapable of sustaining sufficient levels of production. Error. Specific conditions corrupted. It can be theorized that produce was being exported to support a larger demand. Error. Records corrupted. It can be theorized that bioseeding allowed the ecology to remain balanced. It could be expected that the same energy feeding the trees of Kashyk also accelerated the evolution of various species. No further information is available. There is too much corrupted data. Accessing. You did, Lord Revan. You constructed it 5 years ago so you could access the data of the original installation and extract the star map. Sorting by identity. 3 attempts by the Wookiee Freyr, all denied. 152 attempts by human Jolie Bindo, all denied.
Call me stubborn, I guess. There wasn't much else to do around here.
List of attempts prior to this were removed from memory 5 years ago, as per your instructions, Lord Revan. Access. Error. Corruption. Extrapolating. This utility was built to monitor planet-wide agricultural reformation. It has since malfunctioned. It can be theorized that the supergrowth of Kashyk's forests is a direct result.
Well, that is surprising. I doubt...
The current function of this installation is defense of the star map data, as outlined by you, Lord Revan. You wanted to delay anyone following you, and verify that nothing had altered your state of mind should you return. Not since you put the restrictions in place, Lord Revan. In the event of pattern mismatch, behavioral study and modification would identify and ensure that you remained Lord Revan. The reason you place such a measure is known only by you, Lord Revan. I will brief. This unit has now completed its primary duty and has finished with the subject. Executing final action. Activation of star map commencing. Parameters reset. Stasis initiated. And communication.
Well, well, a star map. An ancient artifact of dark side power. Can't say I'm surprised. I always knew there was something funny down here. I wonder if the star map has had an effect on the evolution of the creatures here in the Shadowlands. Might explain why it's so dangerous down here. An interesting theory, but I suppose we don't have time to test it now, do we? Now that we've got what you came for, we should be heading back up to the treetops.
And we will continue this in the next episode. So if you liked this one, give it a like, dislike if you think it sucked, and until then, may the Force be with you.